These are the top fantasy football waiver pickups for week 10. That's right, week 10. This is Nesto's crystal ball, where every week I look 1 week ahead to see who will be the top pickups for the following week. I want you to be the guy in your league when everyone rushes to the waiver wire to get the hot new pickup. They realize you already have them on your team. Historically, that's been me. That's part of why I won 36% of all the fantasy football leagues I've been in the last 20 plus years. 2 players at each position, one under 50% owned, one under 10% owned. Let's go. I'm tempted to say Justin Fields, who's on bye and only 48% owned, but you only ride with him in good matchups. That's why I played him last week when most experts said to sit him, and why I will not play him the following weeks after the bye because he has tough matchups. So instead, I want to look at JJ McCarthy. I don't think he looked very good at the start of the year. The coaches are clearly not that confident in him, but still, he didn't have Jordan Addison. He still has Justin Jefferson. No more pressure from Carson Wentz, and best of all, his next 3 matchups are against bottom 10 defenses against the pass. Under 10%, I like Tyler Show on New Orleans. They just said he's going to start for the rest of the season. My AI models projected the Saints to throw the most passes of any team this season, so this is a good environment actually for a quarterback. He's 6'5", 225. He can get a goal line sneak, might get a rushing touchdown or 2. Didn't do it in college, but we'll see what he does. Looking at the running backs, if you need a guy this week, I would go for Bam Knight against Dallas. He's a clear RB1 on Arizona, and this is a great defense to go up against. But my favorite guy is probably Kyle He's got the Cincinnati Bengals this week. There's no better matchup for a running back than that. DeAndre Swift didn't practice Wednesday or Thursday. It seems like he's needing more injury management. He might miss this week. And he's got another cheese matchup against a bottom 5 defense against the New York Giants next week. Under 10%, I have a few guys actually. I want to mention first Keaton Mitchell, who you should pick up right now if you're in a Yahoo league. Hold him on your bench for the Thursday night game. If he doesn't get a boost because of a Derrick Henry injury, just drop him. Other than that, I like Isaiah Davis. Just monitor this situation because the trade deadline is Tuesday, November 4th. I'm going to make a separate video breaking down the trade deadline and guys who could get a big boost after that you should monitor right now. At wide receiver, I love Chimere Adike. I talked about him in another video. He's the most exciting receiver on the Titans right now. But the Titans have a bye coming up, so he's not going to be a hot pickup next week, most likely. Instead, you got to look at Kayshonboutte, who I've been talking about since the preseason as an interesting guy who could emerge as the favorite receiver in New England. Based on his route participation, he is the favorite receiver already. If we see his targets start to line up with the number of routes he runs, then we're looking at a guy who is a solid startable fantasy receiver for the rest of the year with a very good quarterback in Drake May. A little bit slim pickings below 10% for wide receiver, but I'm going to highlight the same guy as last week, Jalen Noel. Elite efficiency running routes out of the slot. Unfortunately, he's been splitting slot snaps with Braxton Berrios. If Houston gives him full control of that slot role, then all of a sudden we're looking at a guy who's an every week starter. Last call on Harold Fannin Jr., still under 50% owned somehow. I rank him way higher than experts do. Check out all my rankings actually at my site fansports.com if you're curious. Under 10%, again, slim pickings, but go ahead and throw Isaiah Likely a bone if you're curious. Especially in Yahoo leagues, you can hold him on your bench and then drop him if Mark Andrews stays healthy. You got some free riser spots, go for a kicker like Will Reichard. Then under 10%, I like Cairo Santos. I love picking up a defense a week early, especially when they're on bye, like the Cleveland Browns defense. The Browns get the Jets the following week. We know Justin Fields doesn't do great with pressure from guys like Myles Garrett. Thank you all for spending a few valuable minutes of your day with me here. I'm making videos every single day to help you win your fantasy football league. The best resource though is fansports.com and has all my rankings. I had to trim a minute or 2 out of this video as well in editing because I had more to say than would fit into 3 minutes. So if you want to see the full video, you can follow me on Patreon. $2 a month and you get to see all my videos before I upload them unabridged with all my thoughts. Stay learning, y'all. I'll see you in the next one.